transfer news expected to go through today as Chelsea are set to break the British transfer record again after agreeing an £115 million deal for this man here, Brighton midfielder Moisés Caicedo. Caicedo's been given permission by Brighton to have a medical today at Chelsea as they beat Liverpool in the race for his signature. The Ecuador international is at Chelsea's training ground in Cobham today and has now completed his medical ahead of finalising an 8-year contract with the option of a further year. As part of the £115 million deal, Brighton will have a significant sell-on clause.
But also the age that he is. He's played in the Premier League now for the last couple of seasons. We all know what his capabilities are. You know that he's not going to have to adapt to the pace of the league as well. And you look at it and just think, well, if you spread that out, what we believe is 8 to 9 year contract, and you're thinking of how much you're paying for him, you're basically paying around about £10 to £12 million a year, just over £10 million a year to have a player of his quality. It's not bad value for money when you think of it like that.
Well, the fee for Caicedo will eclipse the previous record, also set by Chelsea, when they paid Benfica £106.8 million for the Argentinian midfielder Enzo Fernandez. That was last January. Sue Smith and Stephen Warnock feel that Caicedo's flexibility and profile provides Pochettino with much-needed strength and depth in midfield.
He is an all-round midfielder. He can also play for Brighton. I think he played full-back, didn't he? So he's versatile. He's an intelligent footballer. So yeah, you would say that both Liverpool and Chelsea looked at him and said, well, he could provide that defensive cover. He reads the game very well. He senses danger really well. He's an athlete. He can get forward, but then he's got that quality on the ball to be able to drive forward and find a pass. So he's got a bit of everything. So wherever you needed him to play in that midfield area, or if he needed to fill in anywhere else, he can do that as well.
But I think the thing with De Zerbi is he had to do that, didn't he?
Yeah.
So when you play in a system with De Zerbi, you have to be able to interchange those positions in midfield because of the rotation and the quality. Now, when he goes in at Chelsea, he'll have that with Enzo Fernandez, who we've seen play comfortably in that sitting position as a defensive midfielder. So if Caicedo does break forward, he knows Enzo Fernandez can then fit into that. We've seen Conor Gallagher do it at the weekend, who will also want to play higher, but we know he can do that. That's what Pochettino also gets with bringing those quality players in, is that it doesn't matter who's playing in what position, they're all comfortable within those positions to break beyond that position as well.
So look, Brighton's sale of Caicedo represents the latest and largest vindication of their recruitment policy. The club are set to make an incredible £111 million profit on the midfielder they signed for £4 million from Independiente del Valle 2.5 years ago. Brighton have developed this reputation for scouting players across the globe and bringing them to the club at low cost. The club have earned close to £400 million from transfer fees, and that's since 2021. Now, Chelsea alone account for £203 million of that total after previously purchasing Marc Cucurella and Robert Sanchez in addition to Caicedo.